Hiya, Michael here with a quick video about electrolytic rust removal, and you've all seen this. You have a bath of water with some washing soda in it, and you have a rusty workpiece which you connect to the negative terminal, and an anode that's connected to the positive terminal, usually made of iron. Well, this isn't how to do it, this is how it works. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so this is what you need to know to understand it. The rusty workpiece is the cathode, which is the negative terminal. And the cathode, negative, liberates hydrogen. Now, rust is a mixture of three oxides. There's FeO, Fe2O3 and Fe3O4. So rust itself doesn't have a definite chemical formula, but the three constituent parts of it do. And what happens in electrolysis is that the hydrogen turns the rust, that is all these bits and pieces, into the black FeO, also known as iron 2 oxide. So let's see how that works. Right, so here we are. We've got a bath of electrolytes, and that contains hydrogen ions, and these are called hydroxyl ions. So H2O, let's get that written down. H2O is ionised and it forms H plus and OH minus. So the OH minus get pulled across to the anode because the anode's positive and these are negative, opposites attract, and oxygen gas is given off, and that can make the iron anode go rusty. Much more interesting is what happens at the cathode. So you've got the positive hydrogen ions, the negative cathode. So these ions are pulled across to the cathode. The ions get neutralised and they form hydrogen gas. And that's where the magic happens. So let's have a look at that. So the question is, how does the hydrogen react with the rust? Now, you remember that we said rust is a mixture of oxides. So what happens when we add hydrogen? Well, we've got FeO, that's also called iron 2 oxide. Well, there's no reaction, so it stays as FeO. Fe2O3, also known as iron 3 oxide, well, the hydrogen steals some of the oxygen and it leaves us with two lots of FeO. And the same with Fe3O4, which is a kind of hybrid iron oxide. It's called iron 2,3 oxide. And the hydrogen is just strong enough to steal one of the oxygens from here, so we finish up with 3 FeO plus a molecule of water. So what you see is that all the rust, there it is, all the rust is converted to FeO, and that is the black stuff that you see. So you're converting all the rust to black iron oxide. So let's have a look at how it works with Fe2O3, and this is the absolute key to how it works. So we start off with Fe2O3, which is called iron 3 oxide, we add hydrogen. This is what the molecule is like. You've got 2 ions and 3 oxygens. And when you mix these two together, you finish up with 2 FeO and a molecule of water. So there's the FeO, iron 2 oxide, and there's the other one. Now, what actually happens? Right now, the iron has got 3 valence electrons, and this one here as well. So we've got 6 valence electrons altogether. The oxygen has got 2 electrons each, so these two iron atoms can hang on to 3 oxygen atoms. Now, along comes a molecule of hydrogen. There it is. It's not strong enough to break this bond. It's not strong enough to break this bond. So these are 2 very strong bonds. But this oxygen atom is only weakly bound, and the hydrogen is strong enough to steal that oxygen. So we start off Fe2O3, add the hydrogen, and we finish up with 2 lots of FeO and a molecule of water. And this is purely schematic. It's not what the molecules actually look like. So just to quickly summarise, the hydrogen ions get pulled to the rusty workpiece. There it is. Hydrogen is given off. The hydrogen reduces the rust to black iron oxide. And here's a picture of a rusty drill bit. You can see this bit's red rust. I only dipped that in the electrolyte and processed it, and you can see what's left is black. So that's the black iron oxide. So here's the summary in words. The rusty workpiece is the cathode. The cathode liberates the hydrogen. Rust is a mixture of the 3 oxides, FeO, Fe2O3 and Fe3O4, and the hydrogen turns all this lot into black FeO, iron 2 oxide, and you can just remove that with a wire brush. So now you know how to do it, and even better, you know how it works. So if anybody is asking you, whoa, that electrolysis is wonderful, how does it work? You can tell them it's the power of hydrogen. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Michael signing off now. Bye.